Hi, I'm Cindy Bates, Vice President of Microsoft's U.S. Small and Mid-Sized Business Group. Welcome to Day 1 of National Small Business Week. Over the next few minutes, we're going to talk about one of the most important issues facing small businesses today, cybersecurity. While many still believe that cyber attacks happen only to big national and international companies, more than 40% of the cyber attacks in 2015 actually struck businesses with fewer than 500 employees. And the results can be devastating. However, there are several actions you can take today to help ensure you minimize the risk to your business. Let's tune into the interviews from Melanie Gast to learn more.
Randy Steinley, thank you so much for being with us as Vice President of On Support. Now, you work with small businesses every day, but can you tell our audience a little bit about you and your company?
Support's been in business for about 25 years, and we serve the small and mid-sized market, as you mentioned. We're a technology consulting firm, and then we have a specialty practice around cybersecurity and a big focus in the area of HIPAA security for healthcare.
Do you have any special trends that you're seeing around cybersecurity today that could relate to small businesses?
The big challenges we find is that oftentimes small business doesn't think that they're going to be a target, and that's absolutely wrong. We're seeing an awful lot of attacks hitting small businesses, and often they're unprepared for it. A couple of areas where they're really impacted. One is around phishing campaigns coming through email. You've probably seen some of them offering you that, saying that you won $1 million or you've got a great vacation coming up, and clicking on those links can be devastating. So we're working with people there, both from a technology standpoint as well as a training standpoint, because we've really got to be careful. The other is around ransomware. Again, something you've probably seen in the news, where hackers get into your network and encrypt your files so you don't have access to them anymore, and then they're asking for ransom to get them back. And those are, again, can be very devastating to your business. We're helping people prepare for that by putting the right infrastructure in place and the right disaster recovery solutions to make sure that they're not caught in that type of situation.
Do you have any advice that you give small businesses to make sure they're protected every day?
Specifically in those areas, some of the things that I talk to people about all the time is the cloud really enables us to take advantage of enterprise-level security and resources that most of us couldn't afford on our own. And that's a big trend that we're really helping small businesses take advantage of. Things like Office 365 can provide encrypted email and malware solutions that often get pretty costly when we try and build them ourselves. The other thing at the local level is to make sure that you've got the right things in place, like antivirus on your laptop and a good firewall.
I'm with Devel Bonnet from Access Smart. Devel, you have been a security expert for a number of years now. Can you tell our audience a little about you and your company, Access Smart?
Yes, Access Smart is a multi-factor authentication password management solution, which is a lot of words basically saying that a company now has two front doors that they have to protect, the physical door and the virtual door. You use your ID badge to get into the physical door, and now we're using that same badge to now log you into your computers, networks, and applications, so employees no longer have to remember, type, generate, manage, or know any password again. It's all back in the controls of IT.
I know over the number of years you've seen various different cybersecurity issues that happen, but specifically, are there any trends that you're seeing relating to small businesses?
A lot of the small businesses are now being attacked. A lot of times small businesses believe that they are too small, they're insignificant, that hackers are not going to go after them. Well, that's the furthest from the truth. 70% of all cyber attacks now are targeting small businesses because a lot of them do not have the cybersecurity in place that a large corporation has. The scary part is that once a successful attack has occurred, 60% of those businesses go out of business within 6 months to a year, according to the National Labor Statistics. And one of the newest attacks that we're seeing is this ransomware, where the hackers are breaking into your system, putting in encryption, and basically making you pay in order to get to your data again.
Now, are there any tips that you give small businesses that can protect them from these types of attacks?
Educate your employees as to what to do and what not to do, and the tricks that the hackers are using to get in. The spam, the phishing emails, those types of things. Let your employees learn how to go and detect when to click onto something and when not to click onto it. Another common attack is that the hackers are salting parking lots with these USB sticks to do the Good Samaritan attack, where you take that stick, you plug it into your own computer thinking you're going to find the rightful owner, and instead you just infected your whole network. Social engineering is another common attack that's going on. So they're all preying on the human frailties that we all have. Another solution that I would certainly recommend is that if we go into the doctor's office every year for our own physical, have your network go through a physical and bring in security experts to check where are your vulnerabilities, where are your attack points, how can you strengthen things up so that, again, you're not going to have the attack. And finally, we always recommend having a multi-factor password management in order to get the employee out of managing those passwords. They're the weakest link in any type of cybersecurity attack.
Thanks, Melanie, and to all for watching. Safeguarding your business is super critical these days. Be sure to visit our website for a free cybersecurity assessment quiz to evaluate your business. Be sure to come back tomorrow for conversations about youth and creating a diverse culture in the workplace.